His arms and legs have been slashed by Ashisoki Chiso. How can he be standing? Oh, of course, I know. He's using Ranso Tingai. Bundles of reishi that have been twisted together into a countless number of threads have now been attached to his frozen limbs, moving him around as if he was some kind of a puppet. Out of the 2,661 Quincy's that I've studied, not even a single one could perform even a part of the Ranso Tingai. I thought that was a lost art. But look, here you are, having mastered it, and at such a young age. Does that mean you're what they call a genius? Excellent. Well then, I believe you won't bore me after all. I'm not going to kill you. I'm taking you back alive. Then you, and the girl of course, will become my latest experiments.
When I was a child, my father would sometimes reprimand me for spending so much time with my master in my attempt to become a Quincy. There's no sense in saving the dead. That's the Soul Reaper's job, he'd say. He completely hated Quincy's, despite having Quincy blood flowing in his veins. I couldn't understand his reasoning. The thing is, I could see the hollows, and I was also able to see the people that they attacked. He must have been able to see those things too. So how could he ignore them? I simply wanted a way to become strong. I wanted to be a powerful Quincy. That way, I could protect everyone from attacks by the hollows. Maybe then, my father would think that Quincy's were worth something. My master, who was also my grandfather, insisted that my father had a point. I remember he told me, what you think is the right thing to do depends on what you want to protect. I didn't understand what my father thought was right, what he wanted to protect. But my master told me that I would find out in due time. And he explained to me that when I did understand, I would know what I wanted to protect too. Then, the day came when my master entrusted me with something. It was the reishi glove. It is said that if one puts it on and trains for 7 days and 7 nights, they will reach the peak of their Quincy powers. However, as I came to learn, it is a mysterious artifact that once worn can never be removed. Because if it is, there is a terrible price that must be paid. Your powers as a Quincy will all be lost. I'm sorry, Master. Even now, I still don't understand my father. I'm not even sure what exactly it is that I want to protect. But I think that at least now I know what I won't allow to happen. I'm sorry, Master, but it seems one last time I'm disobeying you.
What? What is going on? What is that? Oh my! Such spiritual pressure? I've never seen anything like it. Never before.
Are you ready to accept defeat?
Is he actually absorbing the buildings? The buildings in the Soul Society are all made of reishi. What he's doing is preventing the reishi from bonding, forcing them to become part of his strength. The reishi, it's being torn apart. And also, is being bound to his will. You're going much too far now. You're exceeding your human limits, boy. Here's a taste. It's fast, but even so, I can still dodge it.
Beg for mercy, and never appear before me again. Do that, and I'll let you live. Refuse, and I'll send a bolt that's 3 times stronger.
Don't push your luck, boy! You stupid Quincy! Very well, then. Have it your way. If that's the way that you want to play it, then I'll gladly return the favor. Don't push your luck. You're still holding Ponkai! Kuchiki Asuki Jizo! Now your doom is sealed. Konjiki Ashisogi Jizo. It sprays a gigantic burst of lethal poison made from my own blood over a 100-mile radius. But of course, it won't hurt me at all. But in the end, you'll die, of course. I'm so sorry about that. But the fact is, you would never make a fit research subject.
I won't be the one to die. I'll shoot you before you can spray the fatal dose.
Oh, please, go ahead. Be my guest.
Cry in my hands. Cry in my hands. I'm too strong. I won't show mercy. Now.
Drown in poison.
Rest.
This is for you.
I'm too strong. I'll end it here. I'll go all out on my next attack. This will finish you.
Captain?
Damn you! You stupid Quincy!
Does it have the ability to liquefy whatever it cuts? Did you save that move? Hold it so you could use it when you'd want to make your escape?
I'll admit, you were close, Quincy. I can't actually attack at the moment. But then again, I also can't be attacked either. I'll be like this for a few short days at most, and then afterward, I'll simply return to the department in order to fully recover. And now, goodbye, Quincy. You were more trouble than I expected. But in the end, I will live, and you will die. That hasn't changed at all.
The poison in my system. If I don't do something fast.
Mr. Quincy, sir, please, if you look under the badge on my left arm, then you'll find an antidote there.
Would you be more comfortable lying down?
No, I'm fine like this.
Here, you first.
No, I'm going to be all right. Our blood's the same. He and I share similar biology. So you see, the poison won't harm me. Do you think it's some kind of trick or something? Then please, pour some into my mouth first if you need reassurance. Go on, I'll show you.
That's okay. Why would you poison me? Why now, when I'm already poisoned?
Thank you very much. I realize that you could have killed him by aiming for his head, but in the end, you didn't.
That was a fluke. Actually, I shot to make a kill.
Thank you. I'm very grateful. I'm glad you didn't kill my lord. Giving you the antidote was the least I could do to thank you for that.
I don't get it. Why would you want to protect a father like that?
I don't know. But when I realized that he'd survived, I just felt kind of relieved. Please, leave after you drink it. The other guards will certainly be coming shortly. They would have seen Ashisogi Jizo. I'll be all right, I promise. I'm sure the guards will tend to me.
Okay. Well, thanks for the medicine. Goodbye now. Darn. My legs feel like lead. And I can't lift my arms. The Ranson Tenkai must be wearing off. Finally, it seems that my time as a Quincy is coming to an end. But at least, I was still able to make my way to the Senzakyu. Ichigo, Orihime, Chad, Mr. Yoruichi, and Ganju, all of them. They're probably on their way now. But if it isn't just yet, I'm confident that it'll happen eventually. I'm sure it's only a matter of time. I just have to wait. Although, seeing as I was the one who got here first, I suppose I should go save Rukia. I bet Ichigo wants to be the one to rescue her. He'll probably be mad if I beat him to it.
It's nothing personal, but it's essential that we maintain the peace. Cry, Suzumushi. Forgive me, Ryoka. These pointless battles are at an end. Sleep now. Your struggles will be over soon enough.
With a little help from allies old and new, Ichigo Kurosaki was able to invade the Seirei-tei at the center of the Soul Society in order to save Rukia Kuchiki. Despite the growth his allies saw in the battle against powerful foes, the road to rescue Rukia was a long one, with Uryu Ishida and Yasutora Sado passing out along the way. A shocking development occurred. An urgent message from Seirei-tei brought news of the unnatural death of Sosuke Aizen, the captain of Squad 5. The Soul Society was drawn into chaos, wrought by our hero's invasion of the Seirei-tei. Some 13 Court Guard Squad captains aim for our heroes. Others change their thoughts after encountering Ichigo. Others have doubts about their comrades as the situation unfolds. Captured by Soul Reapers, Ishida, Chad, and Gunju trust in Ichigo and lay low in jail. Meanwhile, Ichigo trained with Yoruichi to achieve the true might of a Soul Reaper, the Bankai.
It's daybreak. Just 2 days are left now. Ichigo has improved rapidly in the short time he's been training. Compared to the average Soul Reaper, his pace has been astonishing. But that improvement only applies to his combat skills. His spirit energy hasn't increased much at all. At this rate, can he truly master Bankai in 2 more days? Should I extend his training further? It might be something to consider. In the time since we got here, we've come to learn that the timing of Rukia's execution was cut by 5 days to 25. So that means that even after 3 days of training, we'll still have another 8 days to spare. Since that's the case, extending his training is more than possible. But should I? That's the real question. It took G.Skill 3 days for him to be able to achieve Bankai, and he was of the mind that spending any longer on it would actually prove to be dangerous. I'm not sure about Ichigo's Konpaku. I'm not entirely confident that it can withstand the extra days of training. I know. I'll give it 1 more day. If there's no change in his spirit energy in that time, I'll just have to take the risk.
Rukia Kuchiki, it's about the day of your execution. You see, it's been changed once again. The execution will be tomorrow.
The execution is tomorrow? But before the execution arrives, I'll make a request. I'll ask them to return Ichigo and the others safely to the world of the living. I am from the Kuchiki clan after all. Given that, they just might honor my request. The execution is tomorrow. It came as a shock to me, of course. But strangely, I wasn't sad. It must be because of the dream I had last night. It must be because of my dream about the night that I'll never be able to forget. Lieutenant! Kyan! 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 Oh. That memory, it's one from when I'd just become a Soul Reaper. A memory of days long past. After I was adopted into the Kuchiki clan, I was given special treatment, and I was allowed to enlist in Squad 13. The other squad members almost immediately singled me out and became cold. They began to distance themselves from me, except one. The only person who made me feel like I belonged was none other than Kyan Shiba. He was Squad 13's lieutenant. He was also my immediate superior. It was an ordinary greeting, an ordinary chewing out, an ordinary relationship between superior and subordinate. But ordinary was exactly what I wanted. It's what I'd been searching for. It felt nice, just being around him. It made me feel so comfortable. But regrettably, those ordinary pleasant days didn't last long. Soon enough, they were brought to a very abrupt end. It all started when a Hollow recon mission went awry. We'd received the dreadful and unexpected news that Kyan's wife, Miyako, had tragically been slain by an enemy Hollow. Kyan volunteered for the combat squad to go after the Hollow that had killed his wife. Captain Ukitake and I both joined him. We made our way to the Mystery Hollow's nest.
Captain, please, sir, let me go alone.
Even now, I remain full of questions about that day. Why didn't I try to stop him? Why didn't I try to do more? Our foe's capabilities were unknown, and yet you set off to face it alone. We knew it was extremely dangerous right from the start. But Captain Ukitake didn't stop Kyan, nor did he move to assist him.
Listen, and remember this well. There are two kinds of battles. Each time that we seek to engage in a fight, we must understand its true nature. Whether it's a battle to protect life, or a battle to defend honor.
But then, Kyan? Sir?
What's that? Did you just call my name, little girl?
I soon discovered that the Kyan I called out to was no longer the Kyan that I once knew so well, that Hollow. It possessed the ability to take over another person's body. It did so by fusing the spiritual entity with that of the other.
Run, Rukia. Go on, get out of here! Do you want to die?
When I heard the sound of Captain Ukitake's voice, I simply fled. Why, I asked myself, why is this happening? Lieutenant Kyan! But before I realized what I was doing, I had returned to face it again. Of course, I had no plan in mind at all. Deep down, I knew that I couldn't just give up and run away. I knew I had to do whatever I could to try and save the lieutenant.
Kill him! Do it! He isn't Kyan anymore!
From that point onward, my memories aren't very clear. I know that when I came to, my Zanpak toe was embedded in Kyan's chest. His form slumped over my shoulder.
Captain, thank you very much. I appreciate you allowing me to fight. Rukia, I owe you an apology. I'm sorry that I ever got you into this mess. You must have been scared. Thank you. I'm grateful. Because now, I can leave my heart behind.
No. There's nothing to thank me for. Nothing at all. I ran away because I was afraid to fight against you. The fact is, the only reason that I came back is because I couldn't stand my own cowardice. I only used my blade because I couldn't bear it any longer. I couldn't stand to see you suffer. I did it all out of selfishness. I did it for myself. I'm pathetic. So pathetic. I don't deserve anything at all. I'm not worth saving. I'm not worth shedding any blood over. I'm not worth anything.
Byakuya! We have a problem. Rukia's execution has...
I know. The Hell Butterfly informed me about it just a short while ago. So, what then? What of it?
What?
The execution is tomorrow. If that is the decision, then I have no choice but to accept it. Don't bother me with such petty matters. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Why, you're heartless! Didn't you hear what I said? Doesn't it mean anything to you? It's tomorrow! Tomorrow! By noon tomorrow, your very own sister will be...
Get a hold of yourself. You're going to shorten your life, Jushiro. Once you've allowed one of your people to die, frankly, 2 or 3 more really don't make any difference. In any case, she's a member of my family. It really has nothing to do with you. It's not your concern whether she lives or dies. Please don't do anything foolish.
What would you have done differently in this situation? Would you have attacked Byakuya and kicked him a few times, perhaps? The lone captain making a fuss won't do anything to sway the tribunal. So instead, would you have been so bold as to actually attempt to save Rukia? No. Most likely, you wouldn't have done either of those things. It seems to me that whenever you were faced with a decision, you always chose the path of greatest peril. Isn't that right, Kaya?
I confess, I was afraid. Pretending to chase, pretending to sharpen my fangs. But in truth, every step of the way, I was afraid. Afraid of any missteps, afraid to even step on your shadow.
Please stop, sir. Please. I beg you, sheath your sword. Lieutenant, why?
Almost. I'm almost there. Just hang on, and it won't be long before I have you out of there. I won't allow it. I won't let them put you to death, Rukia! This spiritual pressure, it's... Captain... Kuchki.
Where are you going, Renji?
Rukia, I swear I'm going to save you.
You may not.
Let's go! Is there no way? Can't I convince you to let me pass?
I won't say it twice. Actually think you could surpass my blade with that?
I already told you. You can no longer kill me with that sword.
You can release your Zanpakuto without calling its name. That means you've... Be still. I will not
Not because I became a lieutenant. You see, long before I ever joined the 13 court guard squads, there was one man that I always dreamed of surpassing. Captain, that man was you. I will surpass you now, Captain Kuchiki. Kill me with that... Bankai! Hihio! Sabimaru!
I didn't know. You've achieved Bankai.
How could you? You pay no heed whatsoever to what's beneath you. I told you, I will do it. I'm going to save Rukia.
I won't repeat myself.
If you won't let me pass, there can be only one outcome. I'll have no choice but to kill you.
You should have withdrawn your sword previously. Do you really think you had what it takes to defeat me? Surely you haven't overlooked it. You couldn't possibly have forgotten the fact that I too have achieved Bankai. Bankai. Scatter. Senbon Sakura Kageyoshi. Shall I explain it to you? What the difference is between you and me? Class. It's like the tail of the monkey and the moon. That which shines in the eyes of the beast is but the moon reflected on water. You can try to capture it, but in your attempt, you'll only sink to the bottom. Try though you might, your fangs will never be able to reach me. Not now, not ever. 1,000 steel petals rising from one's feet, a multitude of razor-like shards, a horde of keen-edged splinters of a shattered blade, a legion of deadly spikes, too numerous to even comprehend. One could never hope to track them, much less attempt to evade them. It's like watching the wind gust and blow across the sky. All that stands before them becomes reduced to dust. I salute you. Honestly, it's quite admirable. You're still able to breathe after enduring my Bankai. But if you move again, I won't hold back. You realize that your Bankai is gone. It's disappeared against your will. And that signifies only one thing, that right now, you are near death. Since you're dying, I could just let you go. But if you try to stand, I'll kill you anyway. Now I ask you, do you still insist on this foolishness? That you will somehow be able to rescue Rukia?
I can't breathe. It feels like his spiritual pressure is pulverizing me. I can't even move a finger now. Damn it. He was too far beyond my reach. I must accept. I had no chance at all of defeating this man.
Getting up again, Ichigo?
Of course.
What?
I swore. I swore that I'd save her.
Oh. You swore? To whom?
I swore to no one, not one single person. To absolutely no one. Except myself!
well done. It seems that in the end, your fangs really did reach me.
I suggest you stay away from her. I think that's for the best, for your sake and hers. I'm sure that she must know. At some level, she must realize that she's not like us.
Wow. That's quite a goal you've set for yourself. To become stronger than Byakuya Kuchiki.
It's a difficult thing. Discouraging, isn't it? It's always far easier to tear down than to build. And much more difficult to tie than to untie.
Renji? No. I couldn't tell before now because it was still too far away. But the spiritual pressure that just disappeared had to be Renji's. Why? Why did you... Renji!
Good morning. So, how are you, Rukia?
Gin. Ichimaru?
Such bad manners. You have a rude mouth, as you always do. It's not Gin, it's Captain Ichimaru. You keep that rudeness up, and I'm sure that your brother will scold you.
I'm sorry, Captain Ichimaru.
Did you actually think that I was serious? I'm not going to tell him anything, I promise. Don't worry. After all, we're friends, aren't we?
What? I don't understand. What in the world are you doing here?
Oh, it's really nothing important at all. I just thought I'd take a walk. And tease you a bit. It seems he's still alive. Renji, that is.
What? So he's... It was him. It's rather weak, but if I focus hard enough, I can sense Renji's spirit energy. But if he's left like that...
He's probably going to die soon. Poor Renji. It's quite a shame. And it's all because he tried to save you.
No. I don't believe you! You're lying! Why? Why would Renji...
Are you afraid?
Of what?
You don't want Renji and the others to die, do you? When you fear for the lives of those you care about, doesn't the thought of death suddenly become more terrifying? Why don't I help you?
What?
Captain Ichimaru, I don't understand. What are you saying?
Well, you know if I chose to, I could free you right at this very moment. You, Renji, and the others too.
What is he saying? Has he gone mad? What would he gain by helping me? What would he gain by helping Ichigo and Renji? No. Maybe he...
Captain? Bye-bye, Rukia. I'll see you at the Sokiyoku.
I thought I'd given up hope. I thought I'd lost all reason to live. I had no regrets, even though I wasn't afraid to die. But despite that, I was shaken by having something like hope dangled in front of me. Just like that, it changed me. It made me want to live. My resolve just crumbled.